What's up? Anybody there? Check this out. Ooh. Hang on, I gotta. Oh, shoot. Hang on. Gotta do one thing for my website. Hang on. Kevin Durant says Stephen Curry is playing at an MVP Hall of Fame level. That's what I'm updating on our website as we speak. Boom, it's updated. Check it out. LetsGoWarriors.com. Look at that. I got the placard that was on Getty Images. Let me show you. Look at this. Scroll, scroll, scroll. Ta-da! Oh my God. It's the actual placard that they got a picture of. Crazy, isn't it? Get loud over here. Cleaning up here. Oh no. Now they're ruining my monetization. How do I silence this? Mute microphone. Okay, if it happens again, I'll mute microphone. Oh God, I gotta mute microphone. Hang tight. Hang on, I gotta log in and check your comments. Okay, type in your questions and I'll get to them, but I gotta go mute real quick. All right, hang on a sec. Hang on a sec. Hold on, let me check the Wi-Fi situation. I'm about to get my live stream demonetized, even though I don't make that much money from a live stream. Here's where, ouch. That's the TV truck. This is where the buses come in, and you know where all the players come in. So let me hang out here for a little bit, answer some questions, and then we'll go back. But I didn't want to have all that copyrighted music going on at the same time. Also, what do you guys think of the placard, huh? I'm trying to give that to Rebecca to see if she accepts it. Right. Signing business including, yeah. The trajectory is unreal. His trajectory is like, you know, skyrocketing. Like, I don't even know that'd be a good question for Steve, is like, did you expect him to have this kind of trajectory? I'm not a tier 1 media guy, so unfortunately I don't get to ask him these questions all the time, and there's no practice tomorrow, so I don't know what we're going to do about that. Anyways, what was the energy like? There's so many Warriors chants going on. When Steph was at the free throw line, there was MVP chants. It was like a home game. It was insane. The energy was great, and I don't know why. Is there a reason why tons of Warriors fans were able to get tickets here tonight? I don't know. Maybe it's just they hadn't seen it for so long. Maybe the Brooklyn Nets just aren't like a hot ticket right now because there's no Kyrie. Your guess is as good as mine. Yeah, the floor is like a puzzle. What are you gonna do next? Answer your questions and walk around Barclays Center. Let's just walk around. Hopefully there's no, first of all, hopefully I have Wi-Fi access. Secondly, let's just walk around. I don't know if the Wi-Fi goes everywhere I want it to go. Oh man, there's too much music going on here. So let's go through here. You know, give you a little tour here. Oh, what's this? Oh, Jordan Brand Classic. Oh my God, Wiggins. That's hilarious. Kenny Rogers. That's Wiggins. I want to take a little, what kind of shoes are those? Oh my God. Jordans. Wow. Give me a minute. I want to do a boomerang of this. Hang tight. I got a boomerang of this. Okay. I'm boomeranging this. Oh my God. So we're in the bowels of Barclays. Alicia Keys. It's the Brooklyn Nets cheerleading squad. A10 championship. Oh. Oh, Barnum and Bailey, Ringling Brothers. Let's see, Rihanna. Yeah, I guess I'll ask Meg next time. Oh gosh. Ooh, that's neat. Did not know. I think that's from the practice facility. Yeah, training center. They have a nice view from their training center. I've been there one time. Yep. Yeah, why not? I mean, there's nothing to look at. Okay, nobody's here. Okay, completely empty. Nothing is here, nobody's here. Nothing to look at. Oh, they're replaying the game. Oh, one want to get demonetized there. I've literally been demonetized for having TV in the background. Can you believe that crap? I purposely don't want to stay in that locker room that long. Let's see, any Warriors in this one? Nope. 2013 would be Harrison Barnes. Where's Harrison? Holy smokes. Otto. What's up, Otto? Where's Harrison? Maybe it's 2012. I'm not getting my dates right. Yeah, this is 2013, therefore it's the 2013-14 season. Well, Chamberlain's son. I did not get a chance to talk to Steph, and rarely get a chance to talk to him one-on-one because of COVID. We're not allowed to go to the locker room, so that's that. So I don't get to talk to Steph. I wasn't even allowed to come down here during the entire pregame and postgame because I'm not quote unquote tier 1 media. I am only tier 2. Joe Harris, I was there when he won it. 2019. I think I was there. Maybe I wasn't. Shoot, I can't remember. Maybe that was Charlotte. I didn't go to Charlotte. Here's the media room, which ironically I did not have access to today. Let's see if Slater's still here. I see him. Nobody's here. Yep. Nobody's crazy enough to stay this long. But then again, I had to do those videos on the channel, which are quite successful these days, so I want to do more of them. Okay, let's go back to the court, see if they've stopped blaring the copyrighted music, and then I can actually sit down and talk to you guys some more. But overall, what a great game. I mean, man, we've had some impressive wins this season already, and we've only played what? We're 12-2. Yeah, we're 12-2, right? 14 games. Of those 14, this one stands out. The win against the Bulls, and one more. Dang, we still got copyrighted music going on here. Let me just stay out of range right here. So what are your guys' favorite wins? Because I think the ones for me are this one, the Bulls, and there was one more where we were quite impressive. Other than the Clippers game, which was impressive. Obviously, Lakers on opening night was great, but there was one more that I can't quite remember. That was recent, and check my calendar. Oh, the Hawks. Yeah, for us to really control the game against the Hawks, that was impressive. I mean, you know what? The Hawks is still my favorite game because they're a complete team. I don't know that they were missing anybody, right? The Nets, you can see they have a lot of flaws. Like, they're trying to reestablish their identity because of no Kyrie. Steve Nash said this in the pregame that they're turning into more of a read and react team, which is very different than when you have a Kyrie and a James Harden and a KD. When you have those three superstars, then you don't need to do read and react. You don't need to do a system. I mean, you just let Kyrie work. And now they gotta change it up, and they gotta try and really establish a different identity, which is what they were doing today in the first half. They looked like the Warriors, honestly, right? Whipping the ball around, bam, bam, guys in the corner. I saw at least 2 times where they whipped the ball around, and we were running at them. Belly had to close out on a guy after the 4th pass. But the thing is that their guys are not as seasoned veterans and talented as our guys. So when we run curve system, they're going to have more trouble over 48 minutes than vice versa. Just because, we have Otto Porter, we have Andrew Wiggins, we have, those are our support guys. The support guys for Harden and Durant, Bruce Brown, he's the best one out of them. A bunch of no-names and stuff, so guys you haven't heard of. Do the teams leave the arena and go straight to the airport? Yeah. I think it depends. I don't know that the Nets are going anywhere. I think they have a home game. I think they have a game tomorrow, to be honest with you. I don't know where the Nets locker is, so I didn't bother going. I don't want to get lost over there. Do you think Steph will play both games? Yeah, I think so. It's Cleveland, Detroit, so if we take care of business against Cleveland, then Steph should probably not even have to play the 4th quarter. Okay. Yes. No. Music's still going on. Yeah, isn't it crazy how Kuminga's he's skyrocketing right now. Just skyrocketing. Oh, let's take a look at the retired jerseys. Why? Because I have one of my favorite players up there. Don't know that guy. Julius Irving, boom, 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 and then right there, my guy, Jason Kidd, Cal. I'm a Cal guy, Cal grad. Go Bears. So they're still playing music in there. Doesn't help me out at all. Okay, let's look at your comments. Yeah, Steve Kerr giving a lot of people minutes. Let's steal away in the the locker room, and then fine. Just stay in the locker room. Jeez. No, I don't want like the NBA to watch this video and then go like, "What you doing sitting in the locker room?" Even though nobody's in there. Right here, let's go chill next to Wiggins. Where did he go? Let's find you, Wiggs. Here you are. Okay, just chill right here. Oh, check this out. There's the backside. We love you, Wanda. Oh, we love you, Wanda, the real MVP. Oh, Wanda Durant. Okay. Whoa, almost lost connection there. Damn. All right, we're stuck here, guys. We're stuck here. Stuck here for a minute. Okay. Let's see. Where do you stay at a time? Well, I'm at a hotel in Brooklyn. I actually, man, today was one of those Wi-Fi days when there's no Wi-Fi going well. Then I'm scrambling. I still have a bunch of videos that didn't get onto the channel yet, and the problem is that it just cascades and it just becomes an exponential problem, and I'm not able to watch the game very well. So how did Kuminga do on KD, people? Tell him. Oh, thanks, James B. Yeah, everybody hit that like button, please. Oh, Jeffrey, how's your studying going? Let's see. Oh, geez, I'm tired now. Okay, I'm watching the replay now. You know, if you get a chance, play it with our guy Anthony, because Anthony, for the first time, went on our live today, and he did a great job. I was listening in the background. Anybody want some McDonald's? What you call it? Nothing there. Thunder sticks. Okay. Yeah. I'm catching up to your comments. Yeah, Hawks was the best win so far. Just because they're a complete team and we dominated them. Oh yeah, well, John Dela Cruz has a point. Steph is trash. Let's see. Yeah, many teams trying to replicate Golden State blueprint. It was really interesting because Steve talked about that in the postgame or the pregame. One of them said how many years ago they were sort of setting the standard in the NBA with the pace and stuff, but then now they're still at the same pace, and they're like 8th in the league in pace. So the league has caught up, and they're trying to go very fast, which gets into the whole issue of, oh, we need a big, and I'm telling you guys, we don't, because well, we have Wiseman already, but you don't want another one because it slows the game down. And I mean, you got to look at it this way, like technically, okay, marked it right over here. technically, whoa. Technically, a guy like Wiseman, okay? Wiseman is never gonna have like, you know, he's not gonna dominate. He's not gonna dominate a game anymore because it's a different NBA. Like there's just centers don't dominate. They just never dominate. Not even Joel Embiid can dominate all the time. So anyway, it's a very fast NBA nowadays. Okay, Cavs out with Allen, Mobley, Sexton's out too. Oh my God. Well, thanks for the update on that, Gabriel. Whoa, this is crazy. Where are we going? Oh, I wonder if they're switching out the. Are they switching out the court into the black and white one? That would be interesting to see. Oh, that would be so cool to see for them to transform the retro version into the black and white version. Ooh, I don't want to stay for that. Now, let's keep going on these comments. Make sure I don't get run over here. Okay. This is some special content, isn't it? Only on 27th minute, 28th minute. Jason Kidd so far is a great coach for the Mavs. Man, I forgot he was a coach of the Mavs. That's awesome. Yeah, should do a time lapse of this. Rate the game. I mean, when you got Warriors chants going on in Brooklyn, got to rate this game at 10. Being here was incredible. Even though I was up in the second deck. But then I did get to see the tip-off from courtside and the end of it. As you saw on our channel, post-game tunnel was nuts. It was nuts. It was so funny the security guard kept going, "Go up, no, you cannot come down here. Steph Curry is not gonna come here." She was right, but she got all pissed. It's so hilarious, but like, and I can't disagree with her at the same time. It's like, no, you shouldn't come down here because you're not allowed to come down here. It's like, only people with family passes are allowed down here. The game is over. Go home. It was hilarious. I hope you guys saw some of that on there. I'm not sure if I got all of that because I was worried about the background and copyrighted music again. Oh, do you travel with the media team? I mean, I travel. I use my own money to come out here. Brandon Thomas, thank you. Yeah, I have the coolest job, but it's like I had to make this up on my own. And couldn't have done it without YouTube, but also made a lot of sacrifices. So, any cool interactions with any of the players? Good question, William Herbert. No. Why? Because I'm tier 2 media. I wasn't allowed on the floor. Yesterday though, what's gonna happen next? Yesterday though, I gave a fist bump to Juan, gave a fist bump to Sean Livingston, so they're cool. Tier 1 media is TV networks and newspapers, so I literally can never be tier 1. However, what they can do is they can get rid of the tier 1, but that is for COVID situations. If you want to get your job, you can't. It's just, there's no blueprint for this. Someday, story will be written and you'll see why there's no blueprint for it. It's crazy how things ended up. I'm lucky that we got Steph, that we got all-time greats, Hall of Famers, Draymond. You know, those things don't. It wasn't like I jumped on board in 2016. No, I jumped on board in like 2009, 2010, and I became fully season credentialed in 2013. And trying to see if it's the black color. I don't know. So I got lucky. Should have got lucky here, but gotta make the sacrifices, the right sacrifices. Yep, that's actually a hot take. Simon Mondayo says you need to be like Giannis to dominate if you are big. Absolutely right. Absolutely right. Isn't Giannis like the perfect prototype of the type of NBA this is? And you know what? I feel like Wilt Chamberlain would have been, better for this era almost. Even though he's just dominating whatever era you want to put him in. Yeah, Lacob has been great. You know what Lacob did basically was he turned the brand into a new arena, and the new arena became a cash cow, golden goose. And so that's why we can afford everything, because all those rich people come to San Francisco or live in San Francisco, and they spend all this money at Chase Center. And that's what helps us pay for all these guys, all these players, and circumvent the salary cap. And we could have even paid more. We should have kept. It was up to Kelly Oubre, because Kelly Oubre did for us, but we got nothing back for him leaving. But had that gone perfectly, then we'd have a $13 million slot to get yet another person that's circumvents the salary cap and allows us to have an unfair competitive advantage. How late am I allowed? I think pretty darn late, to be honest with you. Pretty darn late. Like, as long as I stay in here and have a good reason for staying in here, there's no reason to kick me out. If I'm doing work, I'm doing work. What can you do about it? So let's find a safe place here. Okay. I think I found a safe haven here. All right. Okay. How crazy was the atmosphere? Yeah. I mean, not many Net fans. I mean, it was like 50-50. And it was crazy because there were some diehard Nets fans sitting behind me, and they just got drowned out. Like, Steph hit the first three, and he was like, F you guys with your Steph Curry chants. It was hilarious. But then, he kept on saying a lot of things that were pro-Nets and negative Steph. And he just got drowned out over and over. Like, he was just dismayed. Literally just gave up rooting for the Nets, especially when we went up by 20. So that was hilarious. So this is the Hawks win was 1A. This has to be 1B just because of the crowd, or the lack thereof for the Nets. Turning the crowd. 2 of our draft picks in the past 2 years. I already pretty much I wrote that Kuminga was definitely had to pick him at 7, him dropping like that to us because of the freakish athleticism. But then you know who else is also a freak athlete is James Wiseman, to be honest with you. However, the NBA, like I've been saying, is moving away from the importance of fives. And so I don't know that Wiseman will ever really be able to, at least in the first couple of years, the next 2 years, maybe next year, to be able to go 94 feet. There was a play in the last game, the one we lost, the last home game, where Draymond, maybe it was the Charlotte game, I can't remember. It's in my notes, but Draymond being Draymond, got the rebound, 94 feet, got the layup at the other end. Did you guys know Wiseman can do that? He can. Like, James Wiseman has the ability to grab a rebound like Draymond and dribble 94 feet for the score at the other end. He really can do that. It's just that you saw it against Brooklyn, actually, here. We had to watch it on TV, but because it was COVID, but he was baby Giannis that game. You guys were saying that stuff, and so just a lot of other things happened before he could continue to showcase that, right? So circumstances happen, and you kind of just go back to the fundamentals. And so Steve now has Dejan Milojevic working with him, doing the fundamental center stuff, because you really got to be able to do all that fundamental stuff before you do the other stuff. So you got to be DeAndre Ayton before you can be baby Giannis, you know what I mean? So reestablishing that base, that foundation for James is very important. So you're not going to see Wiseman do the 94-foot thing for a bit. Plus, you already got Draymond on the floor. Why would you have James Wiseman do what Draymond does if Draymond's already on the floor? It just takes time to mesh that together, and that wasn't going to happen right away, especially with all that stuff that happened to Wiseman last year. Yeah, Josh with the hot take right there. You know, the scary thing about our team, we didn't even play well offensively outside of Steph and Wiggins. Relying on defense is so reassuring. Also, we don't really need to have a guy go for 20 points because of the curse system we got. Moody 3-4 points here. Damian still missing. He's still rusty. I mean, Kuminga can hit a 3 every now and then. Otto, Andre, Belly. So, I mean, when you say we didn't play well offensively, I mean, yeah, but then it just takes a few points. All those guys can be in single digits, and we're still running the curse system, read and react, and that's fine. What are you still doing here? What are you still doing here? You gotta ask that. Okay. Let's see. Oh, James went coast to coast against Detroit. Awesome. Yeah, isn't that exciting, man? Now you got me excited about Wiseman when, update, right? Klay is playing 5-on-5 today and tomorrow. Oh, check this out. Let's see what they're doing here. Klay is playing full contact 5-on-5. Wiseman, no. But Wiseman is still getting his work in and all of that. So it's just day to day. I don't know that it makes a whole lot of sense to pin down a date, and I mean it's almost a bad idea to pin down a date, because whatever date you predict, I mean, what's the point? I mean, it's really Vegas, right? It's really just for fun. What's Vegas? What's gambling? It's for fun. Now, if we're actually talking about basketball, then it doesn't make sense to put down a date, because then if the date passes, then everybody's like, why didn't you hit the date? It could be before the date. It's like, what is the point of trying to predict and nail down a date right now when we really don't know? Okay, enough of my rant on that. I gotta get something to drink. Get me a water. Dude, I had a water bottle. Maybe I left it where I was sitting. And I was sitting. It's over there. Hold on a sec. I don't know what I did with my water. But yeah, Simon is absolutely correct. Wiseman should just be Wiseman. But I think it's just saying that seeing DeAndre Ayton, first of all, is like a goal, a minimum goal that they want to reach. Whoops, box myself in here. Okay. Yeah, so you're right about that. Wiseman's gonna be Wiseman. Man, what did I do with my wallet? Okay, let's go on an adventure. Let's go on another adventure. Anyway, Steph's gravity is insane. Yep. D. Lee never made a postseason run. David Lee? Well, Damian Lee. Are you enjoying NYC? Actually, I am. I mean, I did everything that I needed to do yesterday. Before practice, walked around, went to the NBA store, was happy. D-Lee bench and HB was a starter still. I feel like people are high on D-Lee. Oh, Damian Lee, yeah. Well, I think we know what Damian can do. Steph paces himself for these games, yeah, for sure. That's one of the hardest things to learn, is to pace yourself in...
Sir, you can't be recording in here.
Oh, okay.
You're not allowed to record in here.
All right. I mean, I do this at every other arena, so I didn't know. Let me go over there then. Forget it.
I'll just get... representing, sir?
Media.
You're media?
Yeah. Don't worry, I'm leaving.
Thank you.
Okay. Somebody got pissy. So let's talk about that. How many of you think his life is happy? Right? It's so funny when you guys gain more maturity and get older, it's so much easier to tell who has happy lives and who doesn't. And I think I'm blessed that I know Steph Curry, because we know he's happy 100% of the time. Am I right? Therefore, okay, gonna end this soon. Get out of here. Steph is now, JK is the future. Yeah, it's interesting. Roland, he ran into a different NBA, right? And ironically, he was on the team that was death lineup. He became a 4. Draymond became a 5. That was so innovative back then. Now it's like normal basketball. And Harrison also isn't the most speedy guy, and I think the NBA is passing him up. But he is doing a good job of still maintaining relevancy with Sacramento, and he's really doing a good job. Really doing a good job. I think the reason why he didn't want me to film is just because of when you change the floors, you didn't want to, you don't want to have it be a competitive thing, like maybe a competitive company. But anyways, it's whatever. Sometimes when you get into conflicts like that, it's just really not worth it to pound your chest like a gorilla and try and make it an ego thing. It's just better to let it go. Am I going in the next game? Yeah, Cleveland. So tomorrow, no practice, unfortunately. I'm so excited to get more footage of maybe Steph in New York at the NBA Players Association, their gym over there, which you saw on the channel yesterday. Oh God, I know, right? HMD says, so excited for Wiseman. There have been so much dismissive talk about trading him. I know, right? They're still talking about that probably on Twitter. Yeah, maybe Belly is 12-2. So. Man, Barnes averaging career at 20.9%, 20.9 points per game. Yeah, so you got to tip your hat to HB. So much for me saying that he's washed. He's showing me. What do I know? So good for HB, actually. JK's blocking hard, yeah. They're going to go to Cleveland probably tomorrow night, tomorrow afternoon, because everybody likes to stay in New York. And plus they're at the Langham Hotel, which is like one of the most luxurious ones around. And yeah, Steve Kerr with the Kuminga Kawhi comp. Pretty cool comp. I like it. Okay, I'm gonna go now. Yeah, Cleveland is tough. You mean as a city? Yeah, oh man, I'm gonna dread taking that subway. You take it, and it's the most. Their subway is the most metallic of subways, man. It's Chicago and New York are very similar, but their subway is very, very you feel like you're a robot. It's like science fiction. yeah. So it'll be nice just to see Cleveland again, but well, shout out Philippines. Yeah, so I'm gonna meet up with Rebecca tomorrow. I don't know what we're gonna do. Maybe we'll go live. I don't know. I have no idea. Maybe not. I mean, if you're around, we can just keep talking hoops. I mean, the crazy thing about it is right now, there's like almost like there's not a million things to talk about because we're winning. 12-2. We're doing so many things right, so there's no nitpicking needed. Man. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, our team is definitely much deeper than any of the KD teams. Those were top heavy, and Steve will be the first one to tell you that those were top heavy. But that's what happens when you have so many salaries, right? I think I go on my own. I don't go with the team. So this is all. I mean, this is with your help too. You know, I got to get revenue from YouTube to help pay for all this stuff. And you know, it's still been barely getting by. But anyways, yeah. So back when we had KD, that's what happens. You know, you got to pay all these salaries, so there's not a whole lot left. So this year, we're able to get Belly and Otto on minimums, Andre on minimums. You know, back then Andre was getting paid like $16 million a year. So for us to get him now on a minimum is just like we're getting all these guys on super discounts. So that's what makes it really interesting this year. All right, gonna kill it. Take home this placard. Give it to Rebecca. Hopefully she wants it. If not, I'll just put it on social media, and maybe someone here in New York would like it. Some fan. All right, we'll talk about that other stuff. Just save your questions if I didn't get to it. Like Andre even said he's underpaid. Yeah, I remember him saying that. Yeah. Yeah, no, today, just to end on a, hopefully a more positive note, somebody on our live chat was like, oh, KD was so stupid to come here, blah, 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 blah. Look, I've said this a million times on here, KD's buddies got him to come here, and at the time, coming to New York, play with your buddy Kyrie, play with your buddy DeAndre Jordan, who's now gone, but still, at the time it seemed like more fun. And you can't even really say, oh, look at KD should have stayed on the Warriors because blah, blah, blah. Well, the salaries would have been just so crazy, and maybe Otto Porter doesn't want to come here, maybe all those things. Belly doesn't want to come here at that point. On a team with less stars and more opportunity to further your career, like for Otto and Belly, they probably would rather come here with this team rather than this team with KD on it, right? So, there's only so many touches to go around. So when you take KD off of that squad and there's more touches to go around, then it's just circumstances are different. You can't just plug it in like a video game, right? So there you go. So I don't want to. Why throw KD under the bus? The other thing that, cool, D1, new to this channel. The last thing I want to talk about is, oh, okay. Timothy Pham, what teams do you think can realistically beat the Warriors in 7-game series? I don't know. Ask me after game 82. It's too early right now. The other thing I want to say is NBC Sports Bay Area got it completely wrong. Completely wrong. Let me show you. I know, right, Dean? Like, people don't shit talk about KD on Let's Go Warriors, just everywhere else. Anyways, this is my Twitter right here. Draymond letting KD know. Really? No, really? So this guy at NBC Sports Bay Area thought that Dre was sticking his tongue out at KD. No. The funniest thing was on that play, first of all, Dre was looking at the bench. So I immediately looked at Dre to see if he was looking at KD, and I noticed that he wasn't looking at KD because I was thinking maybe he would say something at KD, just even as a joke or something. But they're not jokey on the team. They're too competitive, but they respect each other in that they would never really say anything to each other unless it got really heated, like physical, and like someone did a hard foul or whatever. Maybe, but you hitting a 3 over me, like KD is not gonna taunt Dre ever. Dre is not ever gonna taunt KD. So, and I watched it very closely. Right when it happened, first thought was, oh my God, backpack 3, yay, he got it. And then he looked at the bench. It was Steph. Steph was standing up, and then he directed his emotions at Steph. This was Draymond after he made the 3, and he went over to give Steph a high five. Steph was like this. He was like ready to high five. And then right when he stepped onto the court, which technically was illegal because that would have been like 6 people on the court, he ran into the ref. Steph bumped into the ref, and the ref had to catch him and make sure Steph was okay. And then he made sure he was okay, and then he kept going down the court to go, get in the spot as a ref, and that was hilarious. Everybody missed that part. Like NBC, whoever they hired to do the social media on NBC, they're worried about this stuff when actually you missed the actual funny thing, which was Steph bumped into the ref, and the ref didn't. The ref caught Steph, made sure he was okay, and didn't stop the play or anything, kept going on, and I thought that was really cool of the ref to do. But no, they had to do this tweet because it's outrageous, and Twitter being Twitter. Yeah, Roland, KD wanted to add another chapter to his legacy. I mean, it was more of a a life decision. It was more of, I want to go hang with my buddies, go play with my buddies, Kyrie and DeAndre. So the whole Ben Simmons things, I've always said that we might as well just add Ben Simmons in 2025 as a free agent. Why trade for him right now? Plus, he'll be a better player in 2025. I know, right? They're totally cool. They did an interview together, KD and Draymond. Captain Spock, I gotta disagree with you. He'll be a whiny baby. No. You don't know KD. He's not. It's not a whiny baby. It's just not. I guess I'll just keep going because, man, the comments are going suddenly, and suddenly we're backed up to 100 people. As an NBA coach, when you're down that far in the fourth quarter, sometimes it's good just to bring in your bench, your no-name guys, just to see if they could maybe grab a spark and flip it on its head somehow. But obviously the Warriors stay focused. I don't think anybody should say any bad thing about KD. And I think KD and I have the same mentality when it comes to Twitter. Like we treat it as if people are talking to us on the playground, like, oh, well, I'll just make the next shot on your face and shut you up. Like, that can't happen on Twitter, though. Like, people don't shut up. They just don't shut up. They just keep talking, and there's no consequences, and they don't act as if they were talking to you face to face. I can't help it. I talk to people as if it's face to face. So I don't step over the line, but a lot of people do, and I think that's sad, and that's why I don't like Twitter. And I think KD gets wrapped up in that. So that's the only, maybe that's why you think he'll be a whiny baby, because of his tweets. But that's not really him, you know. I mean, it is him in terms of like how he acts on there is very much like how he would play at the playground. But he's not a whiny baby or anything. He's just snapping back at people on Twitter, and people on Twitter are stupid, so knowing Ben, he would be the same. I don't know. I think you just naturally get better anyways. Of course he needs to play, but I don't think the Sixers are doing it right, so don't play for the Sixers. But then again, not playing for the Sixers, if that means losing a whole year of experience, that sucks. But I think he'll improve. I mean, the more games you play, the more you improve, period. Well, I guess we're getting a lot of new people in the chat. Already went through some of these topics. KD deserves a special league award for putting up with Westbrook. Yeah, Westbrook is just doesn't have the IQ. It's just like, I don't get it. It's like, it's just kind of brain farts the whole game. Ooh, that's a neat comp. Ben Simmons would be a jumbo version of GP2. What do I think of the Nets this year? Anytime you got KD and Harden, you got a chance. I don't know what Kyrie's doing, but he's hurting the team by, obviously he is. Whatever. Them not having Kyrie is a huge, huge void. Huge. They still gotta pay him too, I think. Are you at every Warriors game? I try to be. I won't be in Detroit because it was too expensive to get to Detroit from Cleveland. Also from Detroit back to the Bay. All right. We're done here. Any other questions? Let's just save them from some other time. Yeah, I'm too tired to talk about Kelly Oubre. Yeah, no Joe Harris. Forgot the Nets. That's big too. It's huge void. Ooh, cool. Evan Sims, yeah, I hope to see you there as well. Keep commenting on here so I remember you. That's the best way. Just keep showing up on our live chats and live streams. All right, guys. Appreciate you all. Man, 100 concurrents for over an hour. Just, it's amazing. I know. Couldn't ask for a better start. Like, who would have thought that we would click as well right now? So, it's great. I'm just really pooped right now, but what a great win. Keep up the positive vibes, people. And I will see you from Cleveland. Maybe tomorrow with Rebecca from New York, from NYU, but maybe not. But definitely from Cleveland. Thank you all.